All right, all right. So, okay. So, let's see. Are we good? All right. I think we're good. Let me know if we're not good, guys, in terms of audio. Regardless, though, welcome back, everyone, to the weekly reaction to UnOrdinary, brought to you by the one and only Uru-chan. Now, yeah, guys, I'm honestly excited about this next chapter. So, quick recap of what happened last week is just basically Terrence's sad backstory bullshit. Keon's gonna spend at least another week with him, or at least the week with him to get more information. Yeah, there's that. John was at the safe house, and then when he was heading out, Dylan joined him, and they were walking for a bit. They encountered none other than Zeke, who threatened Dylan a little bit, and John tried sensing his ability, but couldn't, obviously. So he just grabbed Zeke by the hand and told Zeke to back off. Zeke, clearly not knowing about John's situation, was just like, hey, no problem. Okay, chill, bro. And he backed off. John then met up with Sarah on the roof, and basically they had a discussion about what it's like being abilityless now. John also confirmed that Sarah is momentarily abilityless because she hasn't had a treatment. Treatments also only last for about a week, but Sarah said she's getting access to the recovery device one last time, and she plans on taking it from Spectre, and she's got a few ideas. She's got a couple ideas in mind. So Avery, Remy, Desperate, Solo, Animation, Miriam, welcome, guys. Love to have you guys here as always. That's the recap of last week. And yeah, I'm excited to see what Sarah's plans are. I'm genuinely curious as to what she's thinking right now, because I'm like, Sarah, you gotta be real smart about your next move, girl. So let's see if we're good. No, okay, no episode yet. Give it a minute. Hello, K-Not, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Okay, here we go. We got an episode, boys. Here we go. Oh, one thing I do want to do, actually, I want to start taking notes as the chapter goes on, because I want to make sure I don't forget certain points that I want to bring up in the review and discussions. And I think this will just make it easier. So good. Sec also a little tired, but I'm good, I promise. Okay. So, here we go, guys. Here we go. Ready? Who's ready? So, parental advisory, strong language. There's going to be some swearing in this episode. Okay. So, Wellston Boys Dormitory. So we got John putting on a shirt, putting it on and everything. And he's flashback time, he's just ... thinking when Zeke activated his ability, I felt nothing. My aura detection was always there to warn me. It's so strange that it's gone now. It's easy to take certain things for granted, but when they do disappear, you're given a new perspective. So yeah, that one. A new perspective. That's right. Up until now, I've rejected my ability because I only saw it as an extension of my anger. But now that it's gone, part of me feels empty. Uru's just really loving dragging on this. Like, of course, like, John's thing is, like, gonna be, different from, like, Sarah's experience, but it's just this is just the same storyline again. Could I be missing it? UnOrdinary episode 269. So, Blake, Ison, and Remy are out in the hall, or out, like, side of him and John's rooms. Like, Blake, you guys ready to go? Yeah. Can't wait. I'm starving. And they're walking past. And Blake looks at John's door, just ... Remy's like, Blake? He's gonna invite John. So he knocks on the door. And John just, opens it up and just sees them, just ... question mark. Hey, John, we're about to go grab some food. Do you want to come? And John just, sure. All right, you know what? I actually like this. Like, John with just Remy, Blake, and Ison, like, no Sarah, no Arlo there. Like, I like that. Real talk, there's probably going to be another incident. I'm calling this right now. There's probably going to be another incident. And, John clearly won't be able to do anything. If they go to Kurovo Mall, there's definitely going to be another incident. Okay, so we're outside now. They're just walking around. This shot is so weird. There's like a shot of them all walking together and John's here for once. This is actually weird. So, Blake just turns to John. Like, how are you feeling? No one's giving you a hard time, are they? And John just looks at him like, I'm fine. The school's been pretty calm lately. Plus, everyone's doing a good job of keeping this a secret. And Remy and Ison just kind of like glance over. Ison's kind of like, And Ison just, this whole Spectre thing is crazy. And John just like, honestly, with how goody you guys are, I'm surprised you haven't said anything about them to the authorities. John doesn't know that they don't trust the authorities either. And they're all just looking at each other like, goody, and they kind of, well, Remy especially, Ison doesn't necessarily cause trouble. Blake is definitely the least goody of them all. And Remy just kind of like, tell them anything, and next thing you know, we'll be the ones in trouble for knowing too much. The authorities aren't as reliable as everyone thinks. And John just kind of like, Like, authorities? Unreliable? She's the last person I'd expect to hear that from. And like, for stuff like this, it's better to keep it to ourselves. And someone's walking along. Wait, is that just Ison? Or is that just Blake? Oh, it's John, I think. So someone stops walking, but Blake is still talking. Until we figure out the best way to deal with it. And John just stops like, what's up with these three? They seem really cautious about authorities. Why is that? I always thought they were just overly self-righteous. But there's got to be more to them than that. And John just stops and he's like, hey. And they turn around. You guys are taking this really well. Spectre is targeting you. How can you be so calm about it? And Remy's just, and she's sweating like, they're not the only thing out there. And John just ... Anyway, William? Is William here? There's a cutoff of like black hair. Anyway, are we going to the usual, or do we want to try the place that just opened up? And John just, Dad? And William sees him like, John, thank goodness I ran to you. This stupid app doesn't work. Why couldn't they just give me a map? And John's like, ugh. And Ison and Remy look at him like, huh? Ison just, Dad? And I actually love this. So, like, William just ... exclamation point. And, like, he's glowing and everything. And Blake, Ison, and Remy are just in the back smiling behind John. And John's just like, and William just brightened up like, my boy made new friends. Yo, let's go. And John's like, Dad, what the fuck are you doing here? And he's just like, I got a call saying you were in the hospital, so I came to check on you. And he just like pats John on the face like, are you okay? You're not hiding your ability again, are you? I'm fine. You can't just show up like this. Well, I called, but you never pick up your phone. And they're all just like, like, you guys go ahead without me. I'll catch you some other time. And Remy just ... and William's just like, it's okay, John. Hello. I can wait. Go ahead and hang out with your friends. And Blake and Remy look at each other like, and Remy's just, he seems pretty nice. And Ison's just trying to process the whole thing like, William? John. William? John. And Remy just, hi, sir. We were just about to grab a bite to eat. Would you like to join us? And John's just like, what? No! And William's just like, oh, can I? Let's go. Let's go. So they're at the restaurant now, and John's just like, ... And William, an ambush on a hiking trip? And Blake's just, yep. They must have been really strong if you guys had a hard time with them. And so the three of them are eating, Remy, Blake, and Ison, but William and John aren't yet. And William sees John just ... And John just eating his burger like, that, or John held himself back again. Do you know what they wanted from you? I'm assuming they weren't there to rob you. And I was like, ... Quit asking so much. And we're just, well. Ison, like, we don't really know, actually. But they're with the authorities now, so they'll probably have an answer for us soon. What's important is that we all work together and protect the entire club, even with how chaotic things work. Worked together? You mean with John included? And Blake, my man, I don't think we could have done it without him. And William just like, really? And John just like raising his eyebrow like, what? And William just smiles at his son, just like smiling like, so I'm curious about this. Oh no. So I'm curious about this safe house of yours. Where'd the idea come from? Well, you see, your son started terrorizing the school. Okay, so Blake, Remy came up with it. Oh, it was a joint effort by all of us. You could even say that John was the one who shed light on the issue. And John just like, And as we observed the school more, we found it was something that people really needed. We've had a few hiccups since the first club opened. Looks at John but doesn't look at John. But overall, it's been great. And John's like, hiccups isn't hiccups. What a nice way to put it. I'm surprised Wellston let this all happen. Being as powerful as you are, I'd expect the school to want you to focus on reaching your full potentials, and not on the well-beings of other students. You must have had a lot of pushback. Blake, on the contrary, Headmaster Vaughn gave us a lot of support. He approved the club, and we got a classroom within a week. Oh? William's thinking this now. This headmaster seems like an interesting guy. Most people would probably laugh at... Oh, that's Blake. Most people would probably laugh at us, but it's what we want to do. And William's just smiling like, you kids are ahead of your time. And the three of them are just like, huh? Really? I think the safe house is a great idea. I would have loved to have one back when I was in school. Keep at it. And they all just smile at him. Alright. So, they're all walking like... And Remy, like, they're saying goodbye now, like, Mr. William, let us know next time you're in town. We can grab burgers again. And he's, sure thing. Later, John. We'll catch you at the dorms. And they just walk away. Like... And William just looks at John. Nice group of friends you got there. And John's like, we're not close. We just recently got on to speaking terms. And William just pats him on the shoulder. Well, better late than never. And he pulls John in close. Dad, please. And he like shoves him off a little bit. I was worried that you were still blaming yourself. But it's good to hear you're using your ability again. It's not easy to stand back up after what happened. Dad, I'm proud of you, John. UnOrdinary episode 269. End. I'm just going to assume that Sarah hasn't told John her plans yet. Because it would be really weird. And also, I didn't really take any notes. There wasn't really anything like I wanted to note on to say for later. I really hope that Sarah didn't tell John any of the plans. Like, really don't want Ur to just be like, oh, by the way, here was her plans later on. Like, we could have seen that now. But honestly, yes. Same, Avery. This chapter made me very happy. Incredibly happy. Like, seeing William just be a good dad and just be a supportive dad, it's nice. It's nice. Probably solo, but he honestly might just leave. Because remember, he didn't stay long the last time he was in town, too. I think he stayed for just a night. And then he headed back. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. No, he stayed for a few days, I think. Honestly, though, I think John has to hide the fact that he lost his ability. I do think he probably will. I think John honestly might tell William what happened, that he doesn't have his ability right now. Maybe. They might, Zeus. They might. Because William is known as the author. Like, his identity hasn't been hidden or anything. And his name was on the book. So I think if they looked up the book UnOrdinary, they could, they might be able to, put the pieces together and everything. Yes, Arlo is the only one who hasn't met William now. That's going to be hilarious. Yeah, same animation. But, like, William meeting Arlo is just going to be hilarious. Like, honestly, it's kind of like nice and it's kind of like, I think it's a little bit interesting that Arlo is the last person to meet William at this point, or potentially meet William. We don't know if he ever will. I'm sure Arlo will. But yeah, I think it'll be really interesting, like, Arlo meeting William, because Arlo is the catalyst to everything that happened at Wellston, at least. Now, this chapter was really interesting. This chapter was just nice and feel good. Honestly, it was really cute. Yeah, Arlo is gonna meet William and bluntly ask John how the hell he turned out the way he did because of people like you, Arlo. Because of people like you. You fucking piece of shit. Only Sarah knew about the book, so I kind of want to see what they would react like if they found out that William was kind of the reason there's vigilantes. It wasn't William's fault, though. Yeah, no, definitely Avery. So, yeah. I do, like, I also, like, honestly, Uru probably won't touch on this. I would like to see William's reaction to knowing that the trio did all of this without reading UnOrdinary. Because to this day, Sarah and John are the only characters who have read UnOrdinary. So, yeah. Well, the only main characters. So, I think it's really interesting, that, like, that's also a good point, Zeus. That's also a good point. Yeah, seeing Blake and John, and like, I am glad this is finally happening. Honestly, who I thought was showing up at one point, I thought Zeke might be like stepping in, like, John, what the hell, man? But I'm glad he didn't show up because fuck that guy. Ah, man, this was just a really good chapter, honestly, just nice and feel good, really. Ah, this chapter was awesome. This chapter was so good. Welcome, Noma. Welcome. Yeah, we're talking about it now. Question of the day. Do you think John's going to tell William? Do you think John's going to tell William? Honestly, I think it's the best idea that William not tell... That William not not find out about John, because I feel like William might try and get someone else involved. He might try and get, I think his name is Simon. He might try and get Simon involved. And also, like, that's a target on William's back too, because, you know, like, it's like everyone's been saying, it's like Layla said to Sarah, anyone who knows about Spectre will end up dead. William might find out on his own. I could see that too. They get like ambushed or something right now. And like, you know, John clearly can't do anything. Yo, I want to see William throw hands though. William knows how to fight. He's a slugger. What if John tells his dad and then gets his uncle and William gets his uncle involved? Bro, not a chance. You can't tell me that, like, William is on good terms with Jane's family. Can't tell me that. Like, not just a god tier level, a multi-universal super being level. Like, I forgot where I was taking this bit. You're telling me that a cripple is on good terms with a family of assumably god tiers? Not a chance. Not a chance. Like, I think now I'm not it's okay. It's not impossible, because I have been saying, like, I think that John's uncle is most likely a villain, but I would also like it if he just told John, like, hey, like, let me show you how to use your power. Like, let me show you, like, let me. And, like, he probably is going to be the next headmaster at Wellston. But considering that the authorities are looking for someone to lead the